Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you this New Year's Eve glam look. I love the way this turned out. This is like a classic look and I feel like it's so pretty and universal for literally everybody. I have a glitter cut crease going on with some nude glossy lips, of course. If I was actually doing something this year for New Year's, this is a look that I would do. It's so glam, but it's still very wearable and I feel like it could go with a lot of different outfits. So I love it. I hope you guys do too. I don't want to keep you here too long, so I'm going to try to make the intro short, simple, and to the point. One of my goals is to not have as long videos in 2019, or I should say I'm gonna try to have a mix, short and long videos. I'm gonna try to cater to as many people as I can, but yeah, anyways, I'm rambling. I love you guys. Don't forget to grab a snack and let's get started. Okay, don't mind the hair. This is my natural hair and I put some dry shampoo in it because it was a little oily, but don't mind it. So I'm gonna start by priming my lids with my Kokie Prep Up eyeshadow primer. This is very similar to the NYX Proof It eyeshadow base, which I also really like. I'm just switching up my products because I feel like I use a lot of the same products in a lot of my videos, obviously because they're good, but I also want to give you guys some options as well. And this is another really great drugstore primer. So I'm going to just use this and then I'm going to blend it out with this concealer brush. I will leave all the brushes that I use down below because I use the same ones. Oh, and my thumb. So ugly. I don't like having no nails, especially like whenever my nails break. I feel like it's always my thumb, and I hate, weird fact about me, but I hate my thumbs, especially this one. It's so ugly. I'm gonna take a little bit of my number 7 translucent powder just to set my lids, and I'm gonna use the same brush for that. You don't have to do this, but I find that my eyeshadow goes on just so much smoother, and I just like to have everything nice and even, and this is just such a great translucent powder. So I'm going to be using this Profusion Beauty Stars eyeshadow palette. I've talked about this before. It's one of my favorite drugstore eyeshadow palettes. I actually found this at Target a few months back, and Profusion is available now at also some Walmarts, which is amazing, and of course online. So definitely check it out. I 10 out of 10 recommend Profusion eyeshadows if you're looking for some really good ones. Not all Walmarts sell them, which sucks. Like my Walmart doesn't have Profusion. It's only like, I feel like some super centers. So check it out, get your hands on it. I love it so much. So I'm gonna start off with just this color right here, and I'm gonna be applying that in the crease. And I'm gonna use this blending brush from Wet n Wild. And just take that shade and just run it right in the crease. So smooth, so pigmented. You see, like that's such a beautiful transition color. And this Wet n Wild blending brush is great. Literally, you can find these at like the dollar store. So I'm gonna just take that and build it up all over the lid. You don't really have to apply this color on the lid because I'm gonna be cutting the crease today. Taking the same brush, I'm just gonna pick up the shade right here. My crease is gonna be pretty light, but I wanna deepen it up a little bit more, so I'm gonna just take this shade right here. I'm gonna just take a little bit of the shadow and just focus it right in the crease of my eye. So if you're looking straight ahead, the crease of your eye is right here, like this socket. And if you don't have one, you can make one. Let me know what you guys are gonna be doing for New Year's. I don't have any plans, but I just got my dog, which you guys will see very soon in my vlog. I'm actually vlogging today. So I'm gonna be spending it with Hector and my baby. Probably just drink some wine and just relax. Take a little bit of this darker color, and I have this angled brush. It's like a crease brush, and I'm gonna just also add that in there because I kinda wanted a little bit of a darker brown. Just like ever so lightly, like I'm barely dipping my brush into the shadow. Especially the darker colors are super intense, like you see. Super. I'm just gonna take the original Wet n Wild blending brush and just kind of run that through the crease. Then to go ahead and cut my crease, I'm going to be using my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. I'm going to be using this flat concealer brush. This one's from Alamar Cosmetics. This one in particular doesn't have a name, but it's literally just a flat shader concealer brush. And I'm just going to take this and I put the concealer on the back of my hand, and then I'm just going to take it and cut the crease. Sorry, sometimes when I'm doing my makeup, I don't finish my sentences. And like when I'm editing, I'm like, girl, spit it out. Because I'll be like, all right, I'm just gonna... And then I keep doing my makeup and then it's like silent for like a minute and then I finish the sentence. So I know that's annoying probably. Okay, the edges of this are a little jagged. I'm gonna fix that. Kind of just blending through the edges, and if I get more eyeshadow on the lid, it's really not a big deal because I have like the base of the cut crease. Then I'm going to be using some glitter primer. This one is from NYX. This is so good. If you're using any kind of glitter, you need to get this. So I'm just going to use the same brush and I'm just going to apply the glitter primer. For glitter, I'm going to be using the NYX Loose Glitter. And this one is in shade Crystal. And what I'm going to do is just apply this right to the lid. This is very messy, so if you don't like glitter, you're not going to like this. I honestly normally don't love glitter, but New Year's is an exception. So I'm going to just dip my brush into the lid of the product. And I'm going to just pack it on all over my lid. I'm using my favorite brush, which is the Anastasia number 18. What sucks is like no matter what you do, you're always gonna have glitter chunks on your face. If you guys are using any type of glitter for New Year's or just like in general, please make sure that it's actual glitter for your eyes, like makeup cosmetics glitter, because you don't want to use any craft glitter from like Michaels or AC Moore because that can really damage your eyes. Like I've heard nightmare stories of people using that kind of glitter on their eyes, so I wouldn't recommend it. Just stick to what you know and stick to cosmetic glitter. For winged liner, I'm going to be using my CoverGirl Get In Line Matte Black Liquid Liner. This has the tiniest tip, which makes it super easy to do your wing if you're a beginner. And this formula is so nice. It glides on, it dries down matte, which is my favorite thing. So I just love this liner. And the handle is my favorite too, because it like fits perfectly into your hand so you can get a nice grip with it. It's just a great drugstore liner and I can't get enough. For lashes, I'm going to be using the Kiss Lash Couture Triple Push Up Collection lashes. Of course, these are my favorite. This is the best line when it comes to super dramatic and bold lashes, and these are in the style Brassiere. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop these on, of course, and I'll be right back and we'll do the face. Okay, so I put on my lashes and I know that I still have glitter on my face. I tried to take it off with some makeup remover, like an oil-based makeup cleansing balm, and it's still there. That's how glitter is. It's a pain in the ass. I feel like I'm gonna have this for like a week straight, but let's just look past it. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my skin. I'm gonna start off with the NYX Hydra Touch Face Primer. I really feel like my skin needs some extra hydration right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply this all over. This kind of reminds me of the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. Like, it smells just like it and the consistency is kind of like it as well. I'm gonna go in with my Coconut Primer Water from Wet n Wild. This is actually a 3-in-1 prime, set, and refresh spray, and I've been loving these. The rose one is probably my favorite, but the coconut one is really nice too. It kind of just reminds me of summer, which with this cold weather that we have here in PA, I'm like wishing it was summer. For foundation, I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. So I'm gonna be using two shades today, F8 and F.5. F8 is a little too dark for me. Like, it's not too bad, but when I'm outside, like in natural lighting, I feel like you can really tell like this is not my perfect shade. So I like to mix the two just to kind of balance them out. And you guys know this foundation is everything. It's full coverage, like to the max. This looks beautiful in pictures. It's long wearing. I mean, you really can't ask for more in a foundation. From what I see, this foundation does not work the best with people who have dry skin. I have combo skin and it works really well for me. And I mean, I know today my skin is like feeling dry, but I just want to use it because of the coverage. I feel like for a look like this, full coverage is much needed. So, I mean, do you see that? It's so good. You know what? I never apply foundation on my lips because I just don't like that look, but I end up getting it on my lips anyway, so I'm gonna just apply it. And I'm using my Dollar General makeup sponge, which I love. Jumping back into my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer, I have this one in the shade Light Medium. Kind of like the same shade almost as my face. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade Light as well, since we're going for something a little bit more intense for New Year's. And I'm just gonna apply that to the high points of my face. On an everyday basis, I don't like to do this because I'm not all about that under eye or highlighted under eye look anymore. I just don't really love it. But if I'm doing something a little bit more glam, I don't mind it. For powder, I'm jumping back into the number 7 Translucent Perfect Light Powder. You can find number 7 on Amazon, some Targets, and I'm pretty sure Walgreens. This will make your face look super smooth and airbrushed. It's not gonna give you a white cast, even though it might look really white when you initially first apply it. In pictures, it looks so good. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna press it all over my face. This is gonna help for your makeup to last longer, to look smoother, and just to look better. I never apply my powder with a brush, or my loose powder I should say, anymore, because ever since I started doing it with a sponge, it just changes everything. Okay, my red ear is just being super annoying. So let's add some makeup to it. I never like to apply makeup to my ears. It's just, I don't know why, but today it's just needed. Is that a little bit better? I don't know why they're red. They don't like hurt or anything. Like I always wear fake earrings. To set my brows, I'm gonna go in with my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, which is my favorite. This one is in shade Espresso, and I've had it since March and I still have product left, so go NYX. To bronze / contour, I'm gonna use an old favorite. I haven't used this in a little while. This is the Crease Sun Glow Matte Bronzing Powder. This one is in shade Deep Bronze. It's a really nice sort of like mid-tone orange shade. It's not too cool tone, it's not too warm. It's kind of just like the perfect mixture of both. I'm gonna use this powder brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm gonna start by bronzing the skin first. Jumping back to the translucent powder. With the same bronzer, I'm just using a different brush. This one's also from Wet n Wild. I'm just gonna concentrate the bronzer a little bit more precisely. Gotta get the double chin. Don't forget the double chin. For the past 2 weeks, this has been my go-to blush combo for every single day, or even for a dramatic look. So I'm gonna use Just Peachy and Apricot in the middle. Honestly, you don't need both. Apricot in the middle has some sheen to it, and Just Peachy is more matte. So mixing, they're basically the same exact color, to be honest with you, but I just like mixing them because I'm extra. But it just depends on if you want a matte or a shimmery blush, but you really don't need to mix the two. Just Peachy is like a little bit brighter. an apricot in the middle, but like similar concept. Okay, for highlight, I'm gonna be using, of course, my highlighting quad from Makeup Revolution. This is the lighter one. I have the darker one as well, but I'm gonna stick with this one today just because I'm a little bit more on the fair side. So I'm gonna just use these 3 colors, mix them, and drown my face in highlight. I'm gonna just use my Anastasia A23 brush. My chin, I feel like the chin highlight looks really pretty in pictures. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray my face and I'm gonna add some more. I'm gonna take the Frosty White shade in this palette and pop that in the inner corner and brow bone. So yummy. Like, it's just so good. And I'm gonna blend it out. I know that it looks really harsh right now. I'm just trying to add this in right now since my face is wet. So it's just really gonna come off like super bam, beaming. You need a super bright inner corner highlight for this look. I feel like it's just necessary. So I'm gonna build it up quite a bit. I'm using a pencil brush from Wet n Wild. Lots of Wet n Wild brushes today, but this kit that they have is so good. I use it all the time. For the lower lash line, I'm just gonna finish that up right now. I'm gonna be using some of this color right here, right on the lower lash line. And this is an e.l.f. contour brush for the eyes. I'm gonna use a different like white-haired brush. It's a little bit fluffy, and I'm gonna be using some of this purple right here, and I'm gonna just apply that also on the lower lash line. Just like deepen it up a bit. Take a little bit of that warm shade and just run it right in the crease. Using that same Wet n Wild blending brush. You know what? I just found a drugstore blue liner, so I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna be lining my waterline with the L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Eye Pencil in the shade Cobalt Blue, and that's exactly what this is. I'm just using the warm transition color that I used in my crease. I'm just using that and dragging it down a little bit lower on the lower lash line. I feel like the transition color with the blue really complements each other. Like, I love it. I'm gonna just do my lower lashes, and I'm using the Maybelline Lash Discovery Mini Brush Mascara. For lips, I'm gonna be lining my lips with my Catrice Lip Foundation Pencil, and this one is in the shade Take You to the Chocolate Shop. Then I'm going to top that off with the Healthy Lip Velvet Finish lip color from Physicians Formula, and this one is an all natural nude. These are so good, really long wearing, love the applicator, and this shade is one of my go-tos, like whether I'm doing something really bold like today or natural. You could of course leave it like this, but I'm going to top this off with a gloss, and I'm going to be using the new Wet n Wild Mega Liquid Katsu High Shine lipsticks. So this is basically just like a super pigmented lip gloss. In my opinion, it kind of reminds me of the NYX Intense Butter Glosses, but these are honestly even more opaque than that. So I'm gonna use the shade Send Nudes just right in the center of the lips. Okay, and I'm gonna do another spray using the same Coconut Water Mist from Wet n Wild. All right guys, so that completes this New Year's Eve look. Let me know what you think down below. I hope you guys had a wonderful year, and if you didn't, I hope that 2019 will be an amazing year for you. I'm so excited to see what 2019 has in store for all of us. And I wanna thank you so much for all of your support this year. It means the world to me, and I feel like this year was really great, so I can't wait for the future. I'm really, really excited, and I'm looking forward to it. So I love you guys so much. Please be safe on New Year's. Don't drink and drive. Call an Uber, call Lyft. Do what you gotta do, but don't drink and drive. Even if you think you're okay to drive, don't do it. If you gotta think about it, then it's probably not right. But yeah, I love you guys. Happy New Year's, and I'll see you in a few days in my next one. Bye.